Okay, welcome back to another video of me messing around with some heavy metal stuff, predominantly using my Fender Tone Master Pro. And if you've got a unit like me, you'll realise in the last week or two, Fender have just dropped a treat on us just before Christmas, where we've got a few more heads, and predominantly this one here is one I'm interested in. They're calling it the Petrol, which is obviously the Diezel VH4 head and cab matching set. We've also got another unit, which I'll quickly show, which is the High Watt 105, this one here. But the one I'm going to use is the VH4 for this video. Maybe another one will go into this one, but you can see really lovely representation there of the head and the cab. We can see there, the head again looking really nice to play with. And it's one of the reasons I like the Fender Tone Master Pro, is because of the way it looks like this. Most of these bits of kit sound good nowadays, but the fact that it looks like this is what pleases me. It's why I picked the Fender Tone Master Pro. You got this on the screen, on the software, but also on the unit itself. And the Helix Stadium and the Stadium XL are really going to excel in this as well, so it'll be interesting to see what direction both companies go in. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll remove this head at the minute. Okay, so what I do notice is that with the Fender Tone Master Pro, you don't get too many people covering heavy metal stuff. I think because of the array of low gain cabs. So if I was to look at all the cabs and half stacks and things we've got, we start from the top. You've got a lot of these Deluxe, Bassman, Princeton, all stuff that is predominantly the same, and I suppose it's the people that are into all the, I wouldn't say tone snobbery, but they enjoy the nuances and the differences that they want from their amps and cabs. Great power to you, but ultimately there's a lot of them are pretty much the same. I can say the only one I've ever had is a UK, the Vox V30. Had one of those before. I've had a couple of Marshall heads in the past, but not really a fan. JSM 800 is something that I've had once. But yeah, there's a lot of heads here, but a lot of it is all the softer stuff. So we're coming into the heavy stuff now. This is a new one they've just introduced, and it is probably in the right place of gain-wise, going from the Jubilee into the High Watt 105. Then we've got the Friedman, and then we've got some EVH stuff, the 5150, then the Soldano, then the Orange, which is a Tangerine, the Marksman, which is the Mezzas, and then the dual rectifiers, and then the Petrol. So the Uberschall at the end there is another great head. I don't particularly like the mid character on it, but you know, it's probably because I haven't tweaked it enough or messed around with the impulse responses or whatever. But the Petrol head is the one we're going for there. So again, not sure why many people aren't pulling into the Tone Master Pro. It does sound really good. So this is me just pulled it straight in, as you can see, and this is it off the bat. This is how it sounds. It sounds pretty cool, but what first place I'll go to try and change some tone is likely going to be the speaker and cab, and this is where the tone comes from. I mean, I haven't touched the head yet, and what we've got is a lot of presets there. I'll probably play with the gain, treble a bit, but ultimately, if you want to change the sound, so just keep an eye on the sound. So that's how it sounds. Let's go to the cab. I can move the microphone out a bit. What I'm going to do is change the mic out to a 7B. Almost where I want it already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the low cut down a little bit more. I want to get a little bit more low end out of that. The high cut, being an analog, being a digital emulation piece here, I want to pull that high cut down a fair bit. There's no real reason why you should be capturing any audio on a guitar head and cab in the real world. You wouldn't get anything useful out of that. There, you certainly aren't missing, but it's probably fizz. All right, so that's what I'm going to do with that. What I'm going to do is, as per the real world, is add in a where is it? It's going to be dynamics, isn't it? I'm going to add in a Tubescreamer. He says, where would that be? Can't think where that would normally be. Stompbox. That's probably. There we go. Right. So Tubescreamer. keys where it needs to be. Level up, tone 50%, drive down in. So right, this is it with it. Forgot I was in drop lead for a second. Back on. I think that sounds a bit better with that on. So. Okay, so let's have a look at the head itself. So probably a little bit more low end than we need. Let's get a bit more bite. Okay, sounds pretty cool. A bit more presence maybe. We're nearly there really, and this is just out of the box. I think it's quite usable. So I'm going to do some chugs on it, and I'm going to swap over to a guitar in the lower tune, and we're going to go back to the Jackson, and I've got a 9-string on the floor there as well, believe it or not. So a lot of these things will sound good out of the box, but do they sound good with what you want to do with them? And that is the important thing. Okay, so let's move on to a guitar in somewhat of a low tune. So this was in drop B, I think, at the time. So let's go back to Jackson, this bad boy here, and this is in drop G. So a lot lower. Strings are a lot chunkier as well, so this will change a bit how we perceive it. So back to our friend Jackson. Okay, so that's G standard. Let's now go over to this monstrosity, which is a 9-string. Okay, so this one Had this quite a while. I don't play it as much as I used to, but it is a 9-string by Ibanez, and it's an absolute weapon. And you really got to pick your moments when you want to use it, because normally it is tuned like any other guitar. But looking down at the neck, sometimes it's quite hard to realise what you're actually playing. So the 6-string ends there. So if you're playing your standard stuff, like. That's your 6. 97. Then your 8. Then your 9. Some Josh Travis type stuff. You have to be all ready and set up and ready to go for this 9-string and know exactly what you want to do with it, because it's like a completely different instrument. But what we know already, you can hear it because it's got active pickups. There's a lot more noise coming through. So what I'll do is pick up a noise gate there. That's already gone quiet. There we go. So we'll pull it back a nudge. So we're off. Hear the noise. Gate on. Beautiful. I like how far that most modern products have come in regards to all this type of stuff. Back in the hardware domain, when I had the 14 Zool and the 1433 Meshuggah signature pedal, controlling that noise was a challenge, but the Zool did it. But you know, with all this stuff, the on-screen and the unit itself, it's so easy. So let's make that a bit tighter, because it is a chunky... Get in there, let's attenuate a bit more, let's really dig in. Bit more, let's make it all the way in. Okay, so it will do the lower tuning, but I think it needs a bit more mid for that. There we go. It's like doing harmonics on a bass, that. You get the idea. So it seems like it can do all the tuning. So we'll keep this video short. So that's picking the Diezel VH4 out of the box. I'll tweak with this over the next couple of weeks and whatnot. And it seems to be a good unit. Might add that to my collection. Whereas my current head of choice is this Mezza unit. I'm not a Mezza fan of any stretch. But it looks like I might be looking at adding the VH4. Okay, so hopefully this was a quick, short and sharp one about what's been released. Certainly for the heavy metal connoisseurs like myself. In the Fender Tone Master Pro, there's some really cool things like synth pedals, which I can give you a quick sight of, but we won't play with them today. Synth, and you can see we've got these new pedals here, the Cerberus unit, which looks cool. It's got some presets on it here. Absolutely wild. Won't do anything with those in this video, but again, let's have a look at the other one briefly. We've got this Atheon, which is another unit, and I'm looking forward to doing some arpeggiated crazy stuff for breakdowns. And there's the Wave Morph Wave Morph. Again, these are all polysynths as well, so really interesting bits of kit to have here. In the past, I have had some Boss or Korg units, really quite expensive, and you have to add stuff to your guitar, an extra pickup and things to pick it all up. But so yeah, I look forward to that in the next couple of videos. I'll be playing with these for sure, because with your full file, gent, and just low tuned filthy stuff, there's a lot of fun to be had. So yeah, hopefully this one was cool. So we have introduced the weapon, the 9-string. Look at the state of that. I mean, look at it. It's disgusting. Look at the size of that. It's an absolute beast. But we will introduce her a bit more when we've got something in mind. But that was just a quick playthrough. Hopefully that was fun, and I'll check you next time.